You know, when my husband became president, thanks to a lot of you in this room, I remember after that election in '92, him saying to me, "It's so much worse than they told us." The debt of our country had been quadrupled in the prior 12 years. And at the end of 8 years, we had 23 million new jobs. Incomes were rising at the top, the middle, working folks, poor people.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Give Me Five. That's Alabama Hillary. You know Alabama Hillary? She's from the Southern Hillary line. That means whenever she speaks in the South, she puts on the folks saying to me, working folks. Yeah, okay. And you remember the classic back in '88, don't you? Here it is.
I don't feel no ways tired. I come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that the road would be easy. I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me.
Well, it wasn't '88, it was actually 2008, but close enough. All right, folks, now let's get to Hillary on guns. Recently, she was asked this question.
Recently, Australia managed to get away or take away tens of thousands, millions of handguns. And in 1 year, they're all gone. Can we do that? And why, if we can't, why can't we?
What anybody should have said was, we have a Second Amendment, but not Hillary. Here she is.
You know, Australia is a good example. Canada is a good example. The UK is a good example. Why? Because each of them had mass killings. Australia had a huge mass killing about 25 years ago. Canada did as well. So did the UK. And in reaction, they passed much stricter gun laws.
Yeah, she knows what. Look, don't tell me she doesn't know. Australia passed laws that said, you will give us your guns. Not if you want to. We'll give you money for it, but you will give us your guns. It was confiscation. But shh, don't tell Hillary.
The Australian example, as I recall, that was a buyback program. The Australian government, as part of trying to clamp down on the availability of automatic weapons, offered a good price for buying hundreds of thousands of guns, and then they basically clamped down going forward in terms of having, you know, more of a background check approach, more of a permitting approach. But they believed, and I think the evidence supports them, that by offering to buy back those guns, they were able to, you know, curtail the supply and to set a different standard for gun purchases in the future.
So what's worse? Is it ignorance or is it a liar? You pick. I think she's lying. She has to know it was mandatory gun buyback. That means confiscation with some compensation. Hey, that's a bumper sticker. Here's more.
Now, communities have done that in our country. Several communities have done gun buyback programs. But I think it would be worth considering doing it on the national level if that could be arranged. Remember, I know after the terrible '08 financial crisis, I think one of the programs that President Obama was able to get in place was cash for clunkers. Remember that? You know, getting them off the road.
Cash for clunkers. She's comparing that to buying back your guns. I didn't know clunkers. Are clunkers protected? Is there an amendment to protect you from clunkers? Look, it doesn't get any worse than this. She's either lying through her teeth or she doesn't know what she's talking about. And here's one more.
It was partly a way to get people to buy new cars because we wanted more economic activity, and it was partly a way to get old models that were polluting too much sort of off the road. So I think that's worth considering. I don't know enough details to tell you how we would do it or how it would work, but certainly the Australian example is worth looking at.
She knows exactly how they did it. And you know how she'll do it? Executive order. She's already said she'll use executive orders. There'll be no stopping this woman if she wins the White House. Thanks for watching.